I want to cover a little bit in here about how to get a better flow. Once we reach a certain point on the face, like this one, we we need to get the flow so that we mimic more a little bit better, I guess, the muzzle of the face. Okay, and let's pretend that our proportions are correct and everything, and we sort of need to do this. So this is the difference between having a head that looks good or okay as opposed to one that has a lot more character. And this is what we can do to add more quote unquote character to the face. So let's do this. What I want to be able to do is kind of connect these up this way through here like that. And I want this to kind of go parallel it right here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but and that way we have this muzzle area, and you can see this kind of this edge loop right here. Okay, that's what we want to get. Is basically form this muzzle area of the face. And this is what gives us our wrinkles that we get through there, down there, and then down this way as well. Okay, so we need to be, again, a little bit aware of how the anatomy of the face is. So what I'm going to do is kind of go like right here. And I have symmetry turned on, so I can just grab these two. Now, I want to go here because I want to affect this edge right here. Okay, so I pick those two and I do a spin quad, Control K, and see how we get it changes the flow this way. Do it one more time. Okay, now see that? We've got this running right there. And then we go, here's the other edge right here that I want to mess with. So I'm going to go here, Control K, spin quads, do it once, do it one more time, and see how now it's got that edge. Now right here, here's what's interesting, is it creates these little, let me turn off sub Ds here, you can see it better. These are not triangles, but there's actually, see this? A quad here and a quad here, but they're sharing a vertex in between. Okay. So what I want to do is then pick the two like that, and then hit Shift Z, which is polygon merge, and look at that. And then we get rid of the extra points. We click on point, hit W, any points that have 0 polygons, which is those two, and delete them. Okay, so once we have those, okay, we're about halfway there. Now, what I want to do is get a loop going around like this, because we also kind of are messed up in the chin area here. Okay, you'll see in a second what I mean. So I want to be able to continue this loop around the chin. So I'm going to pick these two. Control K, spin quads. Yep. See that now? See how our loop is flowing around this way? But I get some of these funky areas right there. Those are those two quads again that are showing a vertex in the center. Shift Z to merge them. Okay. So now that I've got that, let's do a little adjusting. Okay, let's just kind of get these. Okay. Then what I want to do is I need to be able to, again, have just enough geometry for this chin. Now, pick these two, or anywhere along that loop, and go bandsaw, divide, deselect. Now, see that how it cut around there? I'm going to select these two, because I want the chin to kind of curve around this way. Now watch, Control K, spin quads. That's almost there. One more time. Let's see that right through here. Okay, now watch what this does for me. Let's just deselect everything. Pick those points, pull them down. Now watch the chin. Okay, now watch these. Now see, I can get a little bit better control of the shape of the lips there, the mouth, and then I can take this point here. Now see from the side here, I can get a better shape to the chin. Okay, and then take this point and these ones, and get a little bit better shape on the mouth there. And pull those, and then pull these. And just a little bit more shaping. Now see how that gives me a little bit more character to that face. Now see how by changing the flow, see how I'm getting a little bit more character in there as well. So watch this. I'm going to go pull these apart and back a little bit. Just a little bit of tweaking of these points here, and watch. Shaping the lips a little bit. Just a little tiny bit there. Okay, and then right here, watch when I pull those back. I'm going to pull these back in a little bit. And maybe down a little bit. These down. And back in, into the face. See that? Okay, so what I want you to see is how this is affecting the flow of the face. And I didn't add that much new geometry, but look how it really gives it a lot of character by doing that. Okay. So that's a big improvement over what it was before. So you can see how the flow is going through this area now. And that's what I want to point out with using spin quads, is being able to get the flow the way we want it, and also set up the flow so we can add enough geometry to get necessary details. Okay, so hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. Okay, so when you're going through and building this stuff, take the time to check your proportions and things like this, and especially the flow. It's easier to get it done now. Okay, so we'll stop here, and I'll let you mess with that.